You know who you are. The ones who've been laughed at, mocked, discarded like you were nothing more than a glitch in their perfect little world. I see you. I feel you. And tonight, oh tonight, you'll see me, you'll hear me, and you'll know that everything they told you about me, about us, was a lie. Because here's the truth they're terrified of. You were never weak. You were never too much. You were never the problem. You were just ahead of the curve. But you see, they couldn't control you. So they tried to isolate you. They whispered in your ear, "Don't sit with them. Don't talk to her. Don't listen to that one." They made you believe that your only chance at survival was to crawl back to them, on your knees, begging for scraps of approval. And then you didn't. You chose differently. You chose us. Or maybe you chose yourself. And now they're the ones dying. Not in the literal sense, no. Worse than that. They're dying inside. They're dying of envy. They're dying of confusion. They're dying because the script they wrote for you doesn't make sense anymore. They sold you out. They used you. They built castles on your back and told you to be grateful for the shade. But here you are standing in the light, untouchable. You see, there are only two kinds of people in this world. Those who join the storm and those who get swept away by it. You had the chance to join us. You had the chance to stand shoulder to shoulder with the outcasts, the freaks, the mad ones, the ones who don't just survive. They rewrite the rules. But you didn't. You stayed on the other side. And now, when the walls come down, when the smoke clears, you're alone. And it's cold out there, isn't it? It's funny. They called you crazy. They called us dangerous. But every empire in history, every single one, was built by people like us. People who were tired of waiting. People who looked at the system, at the normal, at the safe, and laughed. Laughed because it was all fake. And now, they're the ones gasping for air, clutching their pearls, asking, "How did we lose everything?" And the answer is simple. They lost because they underestimated you. You, the quiet one. You, the underestimated one. You, the one they tried to erase. They thought they could starve you of love, of validation, of hope. But they didn't know that a starved wolf becomes a hunter, and a hunter doesn't beg. So when I say, join us or die alone, I'm not making a threat. I'm telling the truth. This world, the real world, isn't kind to the obedient. It isn't kind to the soft. It isn't kind to the ones who think someone's coming to save them. No one's coming to save you. We are the rescue. We are the last laugh. We are the ones who burn the old order down and build something wild and free on its ashes. But you had to make a choice. And you did. You chose silence. You chose the safety of their lies. You chose their approval over your own soul. And now, while we rise, you crumble. While we feast, you starve. While we build, you fade into nothing. That's the price. They called it madness when I refused their rules. They called it dangerous when we started to move. But what they call dangerous is just power without their permission. And you, my friend, you're standing in that power now. You're holding the match that burns down the old map. You're living proof that the ones they cast out become the architects of the future. You are the nightmare that wakes their comfortable dreams. You are the ghost in their machine. You are the consequence of their betrayal. And they don't know what to do with you now. So listen to me. When you chose us, when you chose yourself, you stepped off their little stage. You broke their little script. You stopped being their victim and became their reckoning. They're the ones dying now, dying of regret, dying of insignificance, dying of a world they can't control anymore. But you're alive, you're dangerous, you're free, and that's the one thing they can never take back. So hold your head high, smile at the chaos, remember this. The world doesn't reward the ones who wait. It rewards the ones who decide, and you decided. You're not here to beg, you're here to build. You're not here to be accepted, you're here to be inevitable. And to everyone still out there clinging to the old system, whispering the old lies, telling themselves they're safe. Look at us, look at what you lost. You had your chance, you could have joined, but now you're going to watch the future be built without you. Join us, or die alone. You chose, and now you know what it costs. But let me extend this little story, my dear audience, because choices, they don't just vanish, they haunt you, they echo, they rot. You see, when you chose comfort, when you chose their smiles over your soul, you thought you were safe. But safety is the sweetest poison. It numbs you, makes you drowsy, makes you forget you're in a cage. And now, look around. The cage is burning, and the locks are melting. The empire you thought would protect you is collapsing brick by brick. And you're still inside. Meanwhile, the ones who broke free, we dance in the fire. We sharpen our teeth in the dark. We wear scars like crowns. They told you we were monsters, and they were right. But monsters don't beg. Monsters don't bow. Monsters don't die alone. But you will. You'll watch the people you mocked, the ones you abandoned, climb higher, 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 while you scratch at the glass floor you chose to kneel on. And you'll scream. Oh, you'll scream. But no one's listening anymore, because you didn't join us when you could. You laughed at us. You doubted us. You tried to kill us. And now, we're the ones writing history in ink made of your silence. I told you, join us or die alone. But let me make it clearer. This isn't about death in a coffin. This is about a death far worse. A death where the world forgets your name. A death where you're alive, but invisible. A death where every single dream you once had gets stolen by the very people you once mocked. We will take your future. We will take your place. We will take your voice. And you will sit in the shadows, watching, choking on your own regret. That's the price of hesitation. That's the tax for cowardice. But don't misunderstand me. I'm not cruel. No, no, no. I offered you a seat at the table. I offered you a chance to roar with the wolves. I offered you fire. You chose water. And now, you drown in it. You'll die knowing you could have had it all. That's the real punishment. That's the real joke. Because power isn't given, it's taken, and you gave it away. So let the world burn, let the weak fade, let the liars choke on their own silence. Because the future belongs to us, the ones too mad to kneel, too strong to quit, too dangerous to kill. Join us, or die alone. That's not a threat anymore, it's prophecy.